Back now from Las Vegas. Public officials were quick to condemn the slaughter that took place behind me here last night, but they struggled with how to describe it. Here's Jim Axelrod.
It was 6 hours after the shooting when law enforcement, eager to calm the public, ruled out terrorism.
No, not at this point. We believe it's a local individual.
The president condemned the shooting.
It was an act of pure evil.
But he didn't call it terrorism either. As the nation absorbs the worst mass shooting in U.S. history, maybe we need to reconsider the definition. Richard Cohn is with the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Well, the label certainly doesn't matter to the victims or their families. Our hearts go out to all of them. But the label does matter, and it's important that we get it right because it tells us what type of response we as a country need to have in order to address these incidents.
Strictly speaking, there's a narrow legal definition for terrorism: violence designed to intimidate a civilian population or influence the policy of a government. But no actual sentence. So Dylan Roof, who killed 9 African Americans in their church in Charleston, and James Fields, the man accused of running down protesters in Charlottesville in August, were charged with other crimes. Just like James Hodgkinson, the man who targeted Republican congressmen on a softball field in June would have been had he lived. But Las Vegas reminds us widening the definition of terror will introduce a traumatic reality of modern-day life and introduce some clarity to the horror.
If the shooter's last name was Muhammad rather than Paddock, I think too many people would have jumped to an erroneous conclusion and immediately labeled it as a terrorist act.
What we call terrorism doesn't appear to be a question that will be going away. Following Virginia Tech and Orlando, this shooting is the 3rd time in the last decade we've had a story headlined as the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history.